The city's circuits pulse with a false life, but only in the digital wild will you find true connection, growth.
All right.
Hey guys, about to get.
Hello. All our voices are up, so players and me, out to you all in the audience. Happy Halloween to you. Good to see you, Raven. Thank you for being here. Lucius as well. Of course, my players. Sorry for the late start. It being Halloween, trick or treating, this and that. So, but we are here, and we're gonna be heading into the session here shortly. In fact, I'm going to bring us over to our lobby, not just our landing page. So to quickly summarize. What? Oh, yep. I'm sorry.
You got the JP blocked.
Yep. Now that you're here, I don't have the.
Oh, now that I've showed up on time for once.
The power outage. Yeah. Hang on a second. Let me get your camera loaded. I put those graphics up there just as a fun thing to play into last session. All right, now let's get the...
Hi, buddy.
I should probably get Roll20 pulled up.
I would recommend
That would help.
That would be useful.
Roll 20. I roll 40. Ounces deep.
Can I roll a 40? No, I can't. Not without luck.
I can get a 38. It's about as best as I can get, though.
I mean, I can roll a 40, but it won't be much fun to drink afterwards.
Hey, it's Halloween. We get to play Edward 40 hands.
Yeah.
Oh God, no.
It's a Friday, so you don't have to worry about doing anything on Saturday. Hopefully.
Yeah, no. The most I can roll is a 34.
Yeah, well, taking into consideration using all my luck, 45 would be the highest I could get.
Hi, Mr. Nat One. Good to see you.
That would require a double crit though on a drive check.
So we are in the year 2064. We are in Night City, except the 5 characters you see here are not necessarily in the same place that they were. We'll jump into it here shortly because, like any good horror movie, we'll have a little bit of time to set up and, pardon me, we'll have a little bit of time to set up and normalize, and then we'll move forward. But as it is Halloween, we're having a special crossover with Vampire the Masquerade. And just as the Edge Runners here are invading the World of Darkness on the every other Tuesday schedule for the vampire short story Veiled Threat, they had a little oopsie doodle with a member of the technocracy and are now in a vision of the future that that particular sect of mages would love. So look forward to that resolving, not this coming Tuesday, but the following. So we're having a fun, a fun crossover episode here. As far as anyone knows, though, the 2 parties haven't met. We'll see if that happens at some point. But for right now, for session 4 here, Zombie Server, we are going to be jumping in. So just because it's a late start, normally we'd have the highs and howdies, but we'll have our breathing room and our chance for in-character exposition here in a moment. So let's for those watching, the quick story to this point, there's a paid gig with health insurance. That's not bad. At the Hook, which is a notable braindance studio that goes kind of above and beyond, very literally here by introducing not just haptic feedback suits, but for the normies, for the normie enjoyers, you can kind of go up and down. So if you're flying, you can kind of get the butterflies in the stomach, more than just what your brain is told to think by safety, like super scrubbed, safe, commercial grade stuff. There they met Mikael, who is the person who's inventing these super special suits for them. And this goes also a bit above and beyond. They're on tracks to go up and down, and then there's other temperature controls. There's oxygen, which is important if they're immersed in water, and have also pumped in scents into their faces. So when they were having a fight in the after the loading area, they could smell the rancid pools of waste that in this battlefield would be representative of some sort of derelict zone in Night City. While they were fighting these zombie clowns, if they got bonked, it did provide kind of a numbing stimulus, like putting your tongue to a 9-volt, or just you sit on the toilet too long scrolling memes and your leg falls asleep. But after Mikael had radioed in, and it sounded like things were happening that weren't too pleasant, they were kicked back to the lobby. Their skins reverted back to their scans, and so they look like how they look IRL. And a program was initiated where they found themselves in a much more realistic setting. The ambience, it wasn't necessarily gamified like the other experience was, because Mikael was taking them slowly, step by step, through the process of adjusting to the suits. Hey, choose your face. Okay, now come in, walk forward, bonk a clown with a sword, or pew pew a clown. And now we're in like a cutscene. And as Final Fantasy VII taught us, nothing good ever happens in a cutscene. Except that one scene on an airship that I'm sure a lot of people have saved as a GIF or something.
Well, there's a few. I mean, there's another one with a Ferris wheel, and
there are some nicer ones.
There's a couple.
So then clearly by the end of this horror movie, we're gonna see which two characters survive and are gonna smooch on a ride. So.
I mean, it's kind of obvious.
My bet is Gopher and JP. You all can have your bet.
My bet is on Kiri. My bet's on Kiri and just Kiri.
Oh, just Kiri.
Yeah.
I mean, if we know anything about horror movies, unfortunately, the black guy dies first.
I was gonna
Could be
say
the case.
something akin to that, but I was gonna let it lie. You can do it for me, thanks.
Wouldn't be the first
And then,
time.
obviously, Outback's going to be the guy who tries to run away and falls right into the trap. So,
Well, then who's going to be the one that breaks and goes mad and opens up the door to let all the zombies in?
Gopher.
That's D-Res.
I actually think that would be D-Res because she's already kind of freaking out right now.
Yep.
Look, paranoid is one thing.
She's gonna develop like the truth from GTA level paranoia eventually.
And then Outback here is the one who's like the calm, cool one, or we're having fun with this in Phasmophobia. He's the guy who just like denies the existence of the ghost during like the ghost hunt missions. But he's gonna absolutely get savaged because he's the disbeliever. And as we know, horror movies are actually moral lessons to not have premarital sex or act in immoral fashion. So we'll see what happens. And the person who makes the most sense will obviously get eaten by zombies, or well, not quite zombies in this case. They kind of look like zombies, but more on that to come here as we. You found yourselves in this weird kind of concrete bunker. There's lots of wires and pipes. There's an odd banner for something called the Cleveland Guardians. Don't know who those people are. Maybe your characters have heard of the city of Cleveland, and what your opinions are of other cities outside of Night City. But your intro to just weird was interrupted, because a very gangly looking person walked in scrolling something on a mobile phone, not even an agent, with like really long gnarled fingers, had a bit of like a hunch, face looked like kind of weird, like melty or something, and
like Jeff Goldblum with a fly.
Looked up at you all, and just had this weird moment of realization that you're not supposed to be here, and then put in a call for help because there were intruders in the Warrens, whatever that means. And I believe that we broke last week when I said that there were some other figures that were kind of like shifting in, like we can presume there's doors or something, because now you're getting that you get like the long fingers around the corner, and then half a face peering over, and these are all very disfigured looking characters, although they can apparently use technology, and as D-Res had found, this is it's not primitive necessarily, certainly by 2064 standards, but I mean, we're talking like, oh man, USB-C ports, and like this is, and there might only be like 64 gig of RAM in this computer. Like this is
2020 era tech.
That like my like baby's first agent that you fixed in the park was probably more powerful than the computer you're looking at. And of course, you could actually just interface with it because it had the proper plugs. So
it's just RAM. not even quantum RAM.
Yeah, no
So
kidding.
as a point to that, Maddie, have we taken any hit point damage as a result of
Yeah.
the fight with the clowns?
No,
You
we
were
got
reset.
healed, remember?
When you were
Okay.
kicked back to the lobby and your facades fell away, all the hit points and everything, boop 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 boop. You could see refilled on your character sheets, that were
Is
there,
that still accessible for us?
and you don't
That's what I
have
was about
any.
to-
Yeah, and you don't have any of that like numbness. If you were hit, that tingling feeling from your suit is gone.
Yep.
So
And-
you all are full.
I have a
So,
feeling it's going to
probably-
be a lot more damaging.
Yeah, because the thing in front of us did scratch Kiri on the nose, and she was actually bleeding. Like where we left off was her rubbing the blood between her fingers.
But it wasn't hit point. But yeah, it was. That was of course the show that.
No,
There's
damage
real
we're
pain
taking
now. It's not just like, like rumble pack pain. It's ouch. It actually is ouchy. So in this moment, we have a baseline of you may not know what's going on, but we know that there's a threat because there are some encroaching entities in the corners. The confrontation happened over here. We can presume that there's a door between this. I don't know, it's like a server rack and whatever this I don't know, support structure is here. So there's at least 3 figures that are all kind of lurking, looking at the 5 of you. A battle hasn't broken out yet, but you are considered to be hostile by these creatures that can hurt you from the fact they just have long claws in their fingers.
So, given that Kiri was already having this thought, they're still in the program. She doesn't know what this thing that she's looking at is. She doesn't know what the program is, but maybe just like how we got given our weapons for the basic combat program, maybe this program's given us something as well. So as a kind of a speed of thought type action, she wants to see if she can pull up the character sheet. See if she can view it, and if there's anything that looks out of the ordinary compared to when they last saw it, i.e., before they got dumped in here.
Yeah. So with the same command that you used in the simulated battle, kind of boop, in your periphery, your character sheet shows up.
Yep, and it looks like it did when it was refilling, right? There's nothing additional there, nothing I need to worry about.
Yeah, like ammo is where it should be, hit points are where it should be. Your luck your luck also refilled for some reason between one session and the next. Isn't that nice? So your stats and your counts are where they were when you first saw them, like when you were in the lobby and you're choosing your skins and everything, in the concept of the character sheet. Mika was like, oh yeah, I totally evaluated you, and here's what I think you look like on paper. And that's what you look like on paper.
Okay. So there's this thing in front of her, this thing that scratched her, and Kiri kind of looks at the blood between her fingers before. Kiri doesn't carry herself with a distinct sense of warmth most of the time. The most warm, like the only person who's really felt any kind of warmth from her at all is Drez. But the air around her seems to shift. And JP, as a former corpo man, having probably, you've seen corporate ninjas and things like that before. corporate grunts, those who do security things like that. It's like the aura she's giving off turns cold, icy cold, and her eyes take on like a dead expression as she just kind of stares at this thing. Okay. You Cronenberg-looking motherfucker. I don't know what you are, and I don't care. But I've had a very long day. So, if you decide that you want to fight me, I am going to butcher you in front of your friends and wear whatever remains of you like a fucking shawl. Do you understand me? If you want to fight, you better be prepared to die. And I want to face down this damn thing.
Okay. In this moment, are you letting Kiri like be the spotlight? Do you want to say or do anything, or are you having Kiri be the talker, the leader?
I have my pistol out, but it's not aimed.
Okay.
It is just in my hand. I am, in a way, assisting with this face down, if I can.
Okay.
I think Gopher's gonna probably have a shotgun in hand to check it.
Jiffy wants to be looking around and noticing kind of the place that we are. Is there any chance that I could see and determine if any of these server racks are like either the central hub or like the main relay?
With
with
a quick visual, no. Like, there's nothing that's explicitly labeled. There's wires going to different places. If you had some time, you could probably figure it out. But there's nothing like a big red arrow, like, oh, do not push this button. This is literally the core to everything we're doing.
Yeah, I was thinking I could make like a basic tech check or a electronic security check to take time to like look at the wires and look at the pieces of equipment and try to come to that assumption.
Over time, yes, but right now we're not dealing with being able to casually follow wires or hunt and peck at a primitive keyboard or anything like that. We're in a tense moment where you have 3 monsters ready to eat you all.
So I'll go.
I was looking for like a quick, not like I'm gonna, but
yeah,
sure. Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna make that face down check. Then I'm gonna burn a pair of luck.
Yeah. Outback's not getting in your way. Okay. He's got the police holster where it's like on his side. So
just that's an 8.
Yeah, first roll into that one. Bad.
I love it.
At least you rolled nearly equally bad on the subtracting D10.
Yeah, it's not. It's a weaker crit fail, but
well, I don't think they're impressed.
No piece of shit Second Inquisition's gonna talk to us that way. I don't know how you got in here, but you ain't leaving.
Fine.
The hell do you fucking mean?
There's just this distinct fine from Kiri, and we should probably go into initiative right about now.
No! We don't have to get violent yet!
No, we do. She's done.
No
talk, only violence.
If Kiri then is rushing to violence, what is your proposition or solution, Drez?
Well, there's no. Well. I don't know. She.
You can convince Kiri to stop. That's the thing you can do.
Yeah, I think that's what she's gonna try and do. Is that let's not rush into things. Let's try to understand the situation, where the hell we are, and what the hell is going on here, because none of this makes any sense. She's asking her to be logical here.
Kiri, were you drawing your
What do you?
katana or were you pulling a gun?
She's got katana in one
Okay.
hand, heavy SMG in the other.
Oh, all right.
But she's basically about to do that, and she's stepping back to create a little bit of space, but
Yeah, and D-Rez is kind of jumping out in front of her and saying, "Wait, let's hold our horses for a moment here and find out what the fuck is going on, because this simulation should have ended."
If I may, JP's gonna tap
Mhm.
on Gopher's shoulder and then just say, "Follow my lead." He's gonna pull out his hand cannon and point it at one of the server banks and say, "All right, everyone, stop moving, or the toaster gets it."
Ooh.
you just kind of like D-Rez stopping, kind of like trying to stop her. She goes to say something, but then JP speaks up, and she's like, "What?" Like she's kind of stunned enough that she kind of hesitates mid-movement. Like, heavy SMG in one hand, katana ready to be drawn in the other, and she's just like,
I mean, it isn't much more powerful than a toaster, let's be real.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot for Outback. He's just leaning against there, arms crossed, but with his arms crossed, he has like his hand like on his pistol in the chest holster. Just
Okay.
waiting to see what happens here.
Okay. Gopher, I presume you're following the lead?
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully we can make it as a complimentary for a face down where JP does this instead, because apparently I can't roll to save my fucking life.
Well, I was gonna ask
yeah,
if
go ahead.
you had anything to say, but this was not what I had in mind. Gopher's gonna say to JP.
So what's Mr. Cronenberg doing?
Before we get to that one, addressing the tactics of JP and Gopher, since I mean one has the hand cannon pointed at a server rack and the other has a shoddy. The creature that is back here, gives a wheezing inhale. Like it's like this thing hasn't had to use its lungs in a while. It's almost like a weird crusty wheeze sound. You absolute buffoon! Everything we have is backed up on Shrek. No! The other one across the way.
Okay, that is like the ninth separate phrase that you've used that we have no idea as to what that means.
Yeah, what the hell are you even...
Second Inquisition... Watching movies? Like Shrek?
Net? Like, what kind of architecture are we even talking about here?
So you get the baffling interaction from these two. The one in the front here is so let's see. Drez is imposed between it and Kiri. You've seen too much. You can't leave. Now, I can actually make this quite painless. Opens his mouth and two fangs just extend slightly. And the arms, like the arms with the claws at the end, are wide. And he's given you a very toothy smile. I promise, it actually feels really good.
This guy's got vampires.
You could afford to get vampires installed, but you wouldn't fix your face.
Right?
I mean, the cosmetic surgery's gotta be way cheaper.
Huh?
Yeah, only a couple hundred eddies.
Some real cheap scratchers too.
What the fuck
Yeah,
are you
they don't even
talking
look like-
about?
They don't even look like real chrome.
I mean, anybody worth their salt would spring for wolvers at least.
Yeah.
Having baffled the vampire, as you're just like, hold on. Yo, this is like some imitation. Like, these aren't Oakleys, these are Folkleys you're wearing. Hold on. Like, this is,
Like, it's
Fucking
incredibly
exotic.
obvious.
This is incredibly gauche. I can't even believe this.
It's in the fact that you're even using a handheld agent anymore, much less one that looks that ancient. It's no wonder that your vampires are fucking
They're like a
fake.
They're like a retro. Like a.
It's like who goes for like enamel coated vampires?
The
It's
My
like
granny's
at
got
least
better
get
veneers than you.
hey, look, D. You remember that movie we watched that one time? What was it? The Lost Boys. I'm getting that vibe, but like more melted face. I couldn't say that with a straight face.
in the in the confusion,
I
the one is just whatever. Nom. And as we're in narrative still. Like, don't worry about initiative just yet, unless like we're super getting to the minutia. The offended vampire does lunge forward, and Drez he said the truth, as and you all are welcome to act in accordance with how you'd like in this case, but we're getting some revealing information. The fangs, you all can see that the fangs sink in. Now, Drez, I'm not saying that you have to, like, give a coo or a moan, but in your suit, you are not feeling pain. It actually is like a warm, like pleasant.
Oh, it's more than that.
Well, I gotta stay in Twitch terms of service, but I'm sure that there's a rumble pack somewhere going off.
Euphoric.
Yes.
Yeah.
Euphoric is a word.
Euphoric is a word.
Yeah, there we go. It's a very euphoric feeling. Now, on your character sheet, your maximum hit points. So you didn't lose hit points, well, kind of, but not really. Your maximum hit points are down 5.
Oh shit.
I don't think there's a way to actually adjust.
There isn't a way to modify it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, just bear that in mind. So you're full. You feel fine, but your capacity for health has decreased as you've been bitten by this thing. Now you all see this, and actually, Drez, if you would like to describe, because I don't want to put any sort of words in your mouth or like have your character act in a way. What is your reaction, and then we'll come to the rest of the party's reaction as you are bit and being drained by this thing.
Obviously, she's caught off guard at first. The piercing of the vampire's teeth comes as a shock to her, because she hasn't really been bitten by, the kinds of vampires that she's aware of. The chromed out chompers that some people get implanted.
Mostly the Philharmonics.
Yes. She definitely doesn't want this creature attached to her anymore, but the sense of euphoria is definitely clouding her judgment at the moment. And as much as she wants it off, this creature off, she's hesitating a moment because she doesn't know how to react. She's kind of in a euphoric panic because she just got bit and she should be in pain, but this is wild. It's weird. She doesn't like it.
Has Drez ever been on any drugs before in her life, casually, or had to overcome a hard habit at some point?
I think she's had a couple instances where she's had drugs, nothing super heavy. She's maybe had, some of the less expensive stuff because she grew up as a mega building rat, and so she never really could get her hands on anything, relatively expensive.
Okay.
But she's kind of done the equivalent of, like, obviously everybody smokes in Night City.
Yeah.
Everybody has alcohol from time to time.
Okay.
But as far as like recreational drugs and things like that, she's maybe only had, some of the lighter stuff that doesn't really have any kind of addictive quality.
Okay, yeah. Party stuff, right? Yeah, like...
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, like this definitely... In fact, of all the people, you and Kiri are in this situation first. Like, this would not be the effects of Black Lace, as that has... your heart would be not feeling the same way. Like, it would be like beating like out of your chest, because it's the adrenaline plus the pain relief. And this is like the lesser form of that, right? It's just that nice... I really got to be somewhere else, but man, I don't want to get out of the shower. Or however, it's quantified. Okay. So yeah, I guess this would be an experience greater than the casual party stuff that you've tried before, because you've grown up in Night City. All right.
Yeah.
So you are... I'm not worried about hard mechanics right now. We're still in narrative. This is action reaction. You are conceptually grappled in this thing's embrace, and it has its head tilted and fangs in you, and you just have this, you have the look on your face as your body is, limp or not exactly fighting against what's happening. We'll just follow the tokens across the map. Kiri, you're the closest here because Drez interposed herself between you and this creature. What is your reaction here?
Yeah, that's gonna be a stab.
Okay.
She's gonna attempt to use her katana to stab it in the face, like through the head.
Okay. So you want to like whip around to get an angle and then stab it in the face. Okay. All right.
If you need me to roll something, I'll roll something. Otherwise,
nope. Don't worry about rolls just yet. I'm interested in the action. What are you?
Okay.
What are you thinking, feeling, and doing in this visceral scene?
Yeah. Kiri seeing this thing kind of sink its fangs into Drez has her switch from everything must die mode to, oh shit, this thing's doing something to, like, one of the few people in this world that likes me mode.
Okay.
And so she's gone from offensive hostility to defensive hostility.
Okay.
With a rather panicked cry. What the? You get the idea, and
Yeah.
that's something that go for Outback and JP. You all hear Kiri say that because I mean obviously you're seeing this, but she's like, what the fuck, and then she like swings around and tries to hit this thing with the sword.
Okay. The sword is rammed and you are is this all natural Kiri, or are you using Sandevistan like in a narrative sense? Or is
Yeah,
this just you?
she'd be using Sandy,
Okay. All right, so you in a blur, you come around, you go to stab through this creature's face. It does have enough self-preservation that it clasps its jaw from D-res. And you don't stab it, and D-res, in this moment, because you are in this euphoric state, you just see this blade just, for kind of doing slow motion, go between you and this creature as its mouth is open wide, and you can see some drops of your blood coming down from its fangs. Now, of course, our edge runners don't know this, but the wound has not been licked. So now that the fangs are out and you're not getting this pleasure, this anesthesia effect, you actually now feel two pinches. Of course, it's always you're going to feel a pinch. You have two pinches in your neck, and until something is done to ameliorate it, you are going to have a slow bleed out because you're now bleeding through the wounds in your neck. Don't worry about hit point loss just yet, but right now you actually do feel 2 points of pain as this thing detaches from you, as it goes to jump back and hiss at Kiri. But Kiri did get the creature off of you. All right. Going around, JP, or if you two have joined your actions together, JP and Gopher, what are you doing in this situation?
JP goes, oh hell no, that looks like movement to me, and he's gonna unload a couple of rounds into that server rack.
Okay.
And JP is like, you can tell he doesn't particularly fancy, he's not upset, but he doesn't really like the fact that something so like, it's a very personal kind of assault, getting bitten with vampires, because we're all just assuming that they're cybernetics, right?
Yeah.
So you can see that there's like a little bit of revulsion on his face, and he just squeezes off the trigger and then looks at Gopher.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll loose a shotgun shell into the server as well.
Okay. So in game mechanics terms, the shell is the spread, the slug is just the big single shot, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
He's
It's
pumping
silly,
it full of
but
buckshot.
yes.
Boom, boom, and of course you got Gopher. Boom, big spread, and of course you're starting to see sparks, and like little electrical arcs. You're seeing plastic bits and metal. Just very nice detail in this movie. It does seem to have very good physics programmed into it. All right, so you two start lighting up the server racks that are by you. So for the two that are in the back, one of them, the one that was, I guess, revealing a little too much before. It's that second acquisition? That was celerity use. Quiet. We need to go now and warn the others. And then we come around to Outback.
boy. Well, there's some assault and untreated bleeding over there. There's some public destruction over there.
And there's two Cronenberg looking MFs trying to run away.
I think that would be a little bit further than I can get to.
Yeah, they're in the back there, and then there's the guy over here that leapt back after separating from D-Res.
If they're going to be running out over there and getting more people, I don't know if I want to run over there and face a whole bunch more pouring in. I think I will. Obviously going to draw my gun, because what else to do? And maybe knock some sense into a whole bunch of people and just, fire it twice in the air.
Okay. The the bullets fire and then ricochet off the cement. Kang kang. Not hitting anyone, but maybe JP, you need to do a little twisty dance out of the way of one, and then the other one kind of goes off somewhere else.
Let's not start losing our minds now, everyone. JP and Gopher, stop shooting the servers. That's not help.
Let's see if that's what they do. We're back to the top. D-Res, you are back to your senses and in pain. Lose 1 hit point as you're bleeding out of your neck.
I don't like this at all. Well, Is it possible that I could stabilize myself with some first aid?
If you find a first aid kit.
Fuck.
There might be one somewhere in this facility.
Do I see one?
Not here, not in the immediacy, no.
Then I'm ripping off a piece of my clothing and just shoving it up against the side of my neck to stop it from bleeding however possible.
Staunch the bleeding a little bit, yeah.
If I can.
Okay. Yep. Sure. Yeah, you, oh, those poor sleeves. Those are so nice. You tear a piece off your, what's the term? Sleevelets? That's what they're called, right?
Yeah.
You tear a piece off of that and you're holding it against the wound. All right.
Basically taking the whole thing and using it as a thing to stop the bleeding.
Okay. All right. So that's your action. Is there? So I mean, you did a quick look around. Is there anything you want to say, or is it just action?
She's not saying anything. She's in a panic right now.
Makes sense. All right, Kiri, it's to you, and then we're gonna go to the vampire that's by the both of you.
Oh. Yeah, Kiri's gonna shoulder the blade, the shoulder the blade in one arm and level the heavy SMG with the other. Just like, no, this thing is going to die. She has decided.
Okay.
There is no dissuading her now. Not after a bit of DRS.
Okay, so you swap weapons.
Well, they're both one-handed, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the really nice thing. You don't move up to two hands until you hit like assault rifles for guns and very heavy melee weapons for melee. So sword, like katana in one hand, heavy SMG in the other.
Okay, and then you're gonna light this thing up.
Yeah.
Okay. Your shots go off. As they impact the creature, it reacts. Not the same way that, well, people that you've used, real people that you've used this on would react. There's a little bit of blood, though it looks dark and almost already congealed. And the creature looks annoyed at what you did. As it
Fucking booster gangers.
As it, yeah. There we go. Now we got some commentary from D-Rez. Yeah, it looks annoyed.
She's basically on.
Go ahead.
She's basically on the floor, like pressing this thing up against her neck right now.
Damn, that's some high quality subdermal armor there.
It speaks, and as it does, there's a whistle, because it certainly sounds like you punctured one of its lungs, but that doesn't stop it the same way that it would a normal person. Don't know what you are. Second Inquisition. Sabat. Oh, damn it, that hurt. But you're not going to... He looks at his, there's a beep beep. And he steps back into the hallway, quickly checking the phone. And he's out of the room. He would be in a hallway going off in this direction, as he stepped back. But he got in, he revealed a little bit of information, is checking whatever the notification is, and he has stepped back. But he is showing a kind of resilience to the bullets. JP and or Gopher.
Keep forgetting that I flipped my thing up. JP's gonna see the state of D-Rez, and he's gonna kind of come over with his hand cannon pointed at the nearest aggressor. He's gonna unknot his tie and be like, "Here, tie this around it. This will help you out a bit better than whatever the hell you're trying to do there." He'll kind of loop it around her neck for her so she can finish tying it off.
Okay. So you're gonna lend an assist. In that case, then Gopher.
Yeah, I'll probably dig through my tech bag for some tape.
Okay.
And also offer it up to D-Rez.
Okay.
Flip, spin, and duct tape, eh?
Yep.
Gotta make do with what you got.
Hit the artery, I probably am gonna bleed out before any of this helps.
I would suggest you get medical help, but this might help in the very short term. But that's so you come over. I can't help but think that this is like a Dead by Daylight, like a healing pile.
Why are you
You're over here with your
This is
bud on
essentially what's just happened.
Yeah, your bud's on the ground, and all of you are like duct taping him, or her in this case, and
Well,
I guess I better go over here then to the back of the room and work on generator.
Yeah.
Somebody has to.
Yep. You can't get out if you don't fix those jennies. All right. Before we get to you, Outback, the two in the back here, see, you've gone over to help your bleeding friend here. There's another similar beep 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 in tandem, and they slink back. They slink back into the hallways that each of them had presumably come down. So the one that's still kind of visible, and it would be visible to, I'd say to all of you, because everyone piled up on D-Res and Nomad, or Nomad. You are a Nomad. You are Outback. Outback. I mean, you're back far enough that you can kind of lean over. He hasn't slunk back entirely, just out of the room and into the hallway, and he still has a little bit of dim light on him from there. So what do you want to do now?
Okay, let's see here. I just watched a highly trained Solo unload like most of a clip of heavy SMG rounds into that guy, and he didn't even flinch. So don't think my little...
The way that he's bleeding, it's not subdermals. It's not subdermal armor. Because subdermal armor would stop bleeding.
So I'm gonna put my little rinky-dink gun away. Well, the Netrunner's on the ground, being heel-piled, but we got some computers here. I'm gonna go through those computers, see whatever information I can possibly find.
Okay. All right, so you step over and start going click, clack, clack, clack.
Yeah, this is about the normal level of tech you expect to see in a Nomad camp.
Okay.
It's really slow.
The tech level would probably be closer to what you're used to in the Nomad camp. The interfacing is similar, strange. Like it doesn't seem to be a way to directly be able to connect in, so you're gonna have to use like a keyboard and mouse, which is a little awkward, but whatever. All right, so you start attempting to get into the computers. It is it is the top of the top of this next narrative round. Now you're applying pressure, though the wound hasn't closed. D-Res. In this case, I will ask you to roll a die, and just roll a D10. And if it is low, you'll lose 1 hit point. If it's high, you do not lose a hit point. Okay.
Hey.
So, you're thematically you're still bleeding, but you're not mechanically down. And the way that this is being simulated as you're losing blood, you're feeling weaker, is that it's harder to move. Like the suit is would be very slowly constricting around you to simulate you not having power in your muscles, because now it's harder to do things.
So I can still feel the outside with the suit.
Yes. The suit is meant to enhance the in-movie feelings, and as a part of that, because you're drained and you're bleeding out, it's harder to do things. So the suit is making it harder to do things.
Okay.
I might try to do something absolutely wild on my next turn if you guys are fine with it.
Oh yeah, no, please, the wilder the better.
But because of the aid, if you want to get your hands back, you you have some duct tape. Just
you got a silk tie and a duct tape.
Yep. your collar here is a silk tie and duct tape going around.
Yeah.
I have to assume we definitely need some sort of actual medical attention. Whatever those vampire fangs put into you probably has an anticoagulant, so you're gonna keep bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
So is the enemy still acting? Because you said that you haven't said that he hacked it yet.
Yeah. So he is back in. He's back in the dark hallway. There's just a little bit of light on him, and what you'd see, and I'll look into the camera here. It like he's back in the hallway, and it looks like he's checking something on his phone. Like you can just see like a faint glow like on his ugly face as he's checking something. His eyes are reading some sort of a message. So he's taking like a disengaging step back out of the room and just into the hallway. Yeah, that's what you see.
Dude, combat faux pas. You don't check your phone in combat.
She just calls out to this guy, "The fuck did you do to me?" And she is going to, for all she knows, this is some kind of hybrid cybernetic booster ganger, so she's going to try and quick hack him.
Yeah, okay. You I don't know, when you do that, I don't want to put action, like, but do you, I don't know, do you like reach out, or do your eyes glow, or is there something, do you have like a little, I don't know, do you like kind of jitter your head a bit? What does it look like when you do this? Because we didn't get into those details when you're hacking the clowns.
So her eyes kind of do take on a bit of a because she's got the whole visualization of her HUD and everything on her virtuality in her mind, in her eyes, but the exterior, when she goes to hack something, kind of has this almost like orange, like neon orange glow almost.
Okay.
And even though she doesn't have to point necessarily at her target, she does anyway. Because it feels weird, because she would like having an old cyber deck that her dad used to have. It was one that would mount on like a wrist. Sort of
dual discs, basically.
Yeah, basically. He used to have like a wrist mounted one, so she would have to like do that before, but she kind of still does that a little bit even now.
Yeah, muscle memory kind of a thing.
Muscle memory sort of thing, where it's a bit of flair from her old cyber deck.
Yeah, okay, I'm digging it. All right, as you reach out to do that, there is no the signal, however this is like visualized to you in your virtuality, it would, you know, if it was like a tendril or a lasso, like it would hit, but then the knot on the lasso wouldn't cinch, like it would come undone, it would just be a rope. Or if it was a tendril, it would wrap around and then just sort of dissipate as it tries to like find
this
a
thing
port
doesn't
to,
have a
to
neural
crawl
link
into.
or neural port.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck. Otherwise, she's just stopping herself from bleeding.
Perfectly fine, and this is info, so this is good to have. Kiri, and then Vampire.
They aren't cybers.
Kiri saw this thing take, like, it would have been the equivalent of an auto fire burst, so basically 10 rounds.
Yep.
With no issue whatsoever, sluggish blood, reactions that aren't popping with, like, that aren't consistent with external armor, like subdermal, and with what Diva's just said of them not being cybered. Kiri is very quickly coming to a conclusion, given her, like, massive, like, inordinate amount of combat experience, that this is either some rare biotech or gene modding of some kind. That would basically be the Cyberpunk explanation.
Mm-hmm.
Like these things are like vat jobs, more or less. And vat jobs in that sense. Yeah, but yeah, well, but biosculpting, but like more. That job is basically like biosculpting to the extreme. But it's why Kiri, because she's got her heavy SMG on a sling, she kind of lets it fall to her side. She sheaths her sword. And she pulls the sniper rifle from her back. Is now focusing on this thing with intent to kill as she racks around into the rifle. That's gonna be a lot scarier for this thing because I mean, as an out of character point, yeah, small arms fire. Even if it's like the 5.56 or the 7.62 that you might receive out of a heavy SMG, the sound of something like that, it looking and sounding a lot bigger, is definitely gonna give something like that pause.
Your actually, this is an interesting. Okay. So D-Rez's eyes glow orange. She kind of like reaches out, tries to do that, makes the comment about them not being hackable. You then drop the one gun, pull out the other, and get a round loaded as you're ready to send a message, a different kind. You're going to speak a different language to this creature. The one in the hallway looks up as at the two of you doing this. And this actually makes like the phone kind of comes down and the jaw opens wide, though there's still a reflexive, like the last little bit of D-Rez's blood is licked from the lip. Tucks the phone away and we can't take these on, he shouts like really loudly, and it echoes through the cement as he begins running down the hallway. JP and Gopher, you would see this happening because you're right there with the other two.
And what's become of the? What was it? There was two other. What happened to them?
They retreated down the hallways here and here at the end of the room.
Gotcha. So JP's gonna stand up and kind of look around. Look at Kiri. So, we chasing them, or are we gonna just hold down this place while D-Rez tries to figure out what the heck's going on in here?
You hold it down, and she kind of like reconsiders what she's doing. She's gonna release the mag, quick eject the bullet, flick that back in the mag in a way, and load a different magazine. I'm going to go after them.
By yourself?
No.
Well, hang on, before more plans, let's cycle through everyone, and then we can, because not everything is done just yet for narrative. So, JP, you were asking about that. Is there anything else that you want to do before we go to Gopher?
No, he'll just hold it down.
Okay. Gopher, and then the other two vampires.
I'm gonna reload the spent shell, but otherwise hold it down.
Got it. On the 2's turn, back here, and this this could modify what you're doing Outback, because as you're tippy tapping on the computer, and for the rest of you as well, there's a boom, and all the lights, the electricity here has been cut. And I mean, what's OSHA in Night City? But it's very OSHA non-compliant because there's not emergency lights here. There's no exit signs that are lit up either. This is a complete blackout in this area. All right, now we're on to Outback, and the rest of you can think, because we're going to cycle back to you all very soon here. Outback, the computers you were working on, and even like the sparks that were spitting out of the server rack, of course, also shut off. So there's not even like backup power going to them. This is a complete cutoff of electricity.
It'd be a really good time to have had 2 paired cyber eyes with low light RA or UV.
Yeah.
We're just past Christmas too.
Fortunately, I don't have cyber eyes that let me see in the dark. So I'm gonna instead. T-Rez said these guys aren't cybered up, but they probably cut the lights off because they can see in the dark for some reason. So I'm gonna try to do my absolutely crazy thing. So, what is a brain dance? Well, it's a hijack of your brain. So I want to try using resist torture and drugs to overcome that through sheer force of will and regain some measure of control over my actual body.
I vibe with that.
Will and luck are my second highest stats, so...
Yeah. Okay.
If that has to wait till we're actually rolling dice, that's fine, but that's just what he's going to start trying to do.
Nope. This is, so part of the point of this, as I said, we're in a horror movie, and I want the suspense to build. Part of the process in a horror movie is the process of discovery. Of what's out there, what's changed, why, what's the nature of the threat, can you even overcome it? With the power cut and you're down, like your senses are limited, and you're taking this moment where you're not being bitten, you're not being clawed or chewed or shot at. There is a note that appears on your character sheet where I don't know if there's a succinct way like to describe it as an ability, but this you know what, we'll call this movie logic : gun flares. And so you are in a movie, the power's cut, so presumably if you shoot your gun for a brief moment, even though this isn't how it works in real life, you can see, like it would be like a flash on a camera or something. So
I'm playing Fatal Frame with a gun.
Ooh, yeah, okay. There we go.
Love Fatal Frame! Hell yeah!
I just looking over my sheet, I happen to have a flashlight.
That works very well also.
I also have a flashlight.
I'm not.
Well,
I do
so
not, I
you
did not pick one up.
So you guys with flashlights, you suddenly hear in the back saying, "Hold on, guys, I'm gonna try something." Gun loading sound.
Yeah.
can't see shit in here. Bang, bang, bang.
Yep.
You know, I do happen to have one of these, and he's gonna pull out, turn on his flashlight, and he's gonna improvise that into an attachment for a shotgun.
Ooh.
With his tape.
Yep, that's you got the duct tape.
But
That's right.
I said this would probably have to be up to DM decision, but a tech tool is technically supposed to be an all-in-one tool. Would that include a small flashlight?
Well,
if not, that's fine.
If torch for like cutting or soldering,
yeah,
or
like Swiss Army knives and stuff don't have matches or things built in. If it was, I mean, you may very well have like a little light on an agent or on something like that. But not on a. I wouldn't say there's a flashlight on a tech tool.
No. Looking at the description, it sounds very Swiss Army knife-like. Utility blade, pliers, screwdrivers, files.
Swiss Army knives I used to have actually did have a single match that came with it, but I don't think a single match is going to help me here.
A heat torch in it, so
that's good.
As we come around then, D-Rez, because you're at the top here, roll your D10 to see if you lose a hit point.
Oh gosh.
Normally, Outback has road flares, but guess where those are?
Uh-oh, Pescettios. Okay, so you blip down 1 hit point. Are your eyes still orange? Like, as you look around in the room here, or you look up at Kiri or anyone else, do you still have, like, these kind of, like, digital swirling orange or something?
No, that's only when she's in, like, hacker mode.
Okay.
She's not currently hacking anything, but...
Okay. That's fine. So, it is completely dark. Well, except, well, he hasn't tried the firing the gun just yet, but, movie logic. But yeah, we'll get to the, flashlights. But right in this moment, it is completely dark. All the power is gone. No exit signs, etc.
Oh, power's gone. Okay. I'm hearing a beeping sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a. I think Nightmage is having species headset.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's all right.
It's distracting me.
Yep. What do we do in the dark?
She is attempting without really knowing what anybody else is doing at the moment. She's kind of in a state of she's got to get up and figure out what to do next. So she's finished like tying this makeshift gauze on her neck, and she can't see, so she can't see anything that she could potentially like hack out of. So if she's still feeling the outside world through her bodysuit, she's going to attempt to hack the suit she's in to try and end the simulation on herself.
Okay. All right, so your eyes light up orange again, and you're gonna try delving into that?
Yep.
Okay.
That's all she can do at the moment.
Okay. Just erase this too. No appreciation of fine art. All right,
Yeah.
Kiri. Drez's eyes are, processing. They're orange again.
And you would have heard that she's attempting to stand up.
And her eyes are gonna tick to where she remembers Outback being in the room.
Well,
No
yeah,
matter.
flashlight's on now. Then
I turned the flashlight on. It's like, yeah, she's getting turned to Outback. She's like, and she kind of gestures to you, Outback, into JP. I want you two to stay with her.
well, all right then.
Where are you
Turn over.
going?
And you see her grab out her own flashlight, and hers is like it can be used by her, but it's also designed to fit onto a gun rail, and she slides it onto the side of the rifle, switching it on. Hunting. And she turns to Gopher now. Do you trust yourself with that shotgun?
Yeah.
Good. These VAT jobs need a wake-up call.
I'm gonna try and get us out of here.
Yeah, and she's gonna start marching towards the hallway, beckoning
Be
Gopher
careful.
to follow her.
All right.
All right.
The Gopher's following Kiri now.
For the vampire's turn after Kiri, there's no nothing appears to happen to you all as caused by this character.
Probably backs off further into the.
Kiri, you can hear an echoing, distant, clang sound. Not a sharp clang, but like. All right, now JP and Gopher.
Well, I think, if I understand it right, Kiri wanted Gopher to come with.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's what he's going to be doing.
Okay. JP?
I think he had to step away to.
Oh, that's right, to fix his headphone.
Yeah.
What did you asked him to stay with
Yeah, stay with D-Rez. Yeah,
or I'm sorry,
with D-Rez and
D-Rez. Okay.
Stay with
Keep
D-Rez.
getting us backwards.
I'm
Yep.
All right. So yeah, he'll stand guard over you as you're splitting your actions.
Yeah.
The other vampires don't do anything that's obvious to you all, and we come over to Outback.
Yeah, he was asked to do that too, so he'll go over there as well.
Okay. Look at that. Y'all are hexes, so you can fit together like this. Okay.
Did you guys leave us one of the flashlights, or?
No. We're both with them.
It's okay. You got
One's
your gun. You've
attached.
unlocked an ability. Just...
I mean, to be fair, you guys will be able to somewhat function in the dark.
Sure.
Whereas, like, because we're going to be shooting, we need to be able to see. Not to mention, if you need, like, gun flares. movie logic.
Or okay, I guess he's just gonna be. Well, take one sense away, the others are supposed to get better, so he's just gonna be listening, and if he hears something moving, that's not from the way that the lights just went.
Okay. All right. So
He'll start using gun flares.
JP, I need that fire extinguisher over there. Where? Pow! Did you see it? Right there. Pow! You're getting closer. Hang on. Pow!
Yep, I see the fire extinguisher with 3 holes in it.
Yeah, you lit it up for him.
Nailed it. Nailed it. Dead on all 3 times.
Very strong audio cue on that one too.
So, I do have a question.
Yes.
Agents, because they're described as a smartphone, and smartphones have this neat little function
Smartphones have flashlights.
where they
Your
can
newfangled agents do.
If your agent is internal, though, I wouldn't say that you'd have a flashlight.
Like mine. Mine's internal.
I do not have an internal agent, but I don't know if mine is high tech enough.
I imagine it would probably be rugged enough because it's
Yeah, it's probably a really.
Fixing things at night. If you don't have a flashlight on you, you'd be like, "Yep, use the agent."
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
normally
you
if
could,
I do anything at night, there's a few road flares in his car.
Yeah.
And I guess worst comes to worst, there's also the screen. So
yeah, I guess I'll have his little rugged, cased up agent.
It's got like a Militech style case on it.
Okay.
So he can run over this case and the agent will be fine.
Yeah, he's basically got armor casing on his agent.
It is better armored than he is.
Doubles on a Kevlar plate.
It's a single plate of Kevlar. If they make an aim shot specifically for my heart, I have SP-12.
All right. So these two are making their way through a series of dark tunnels, and as you two are you're kind of going on a bug hunt here. You have your flashlights, shoddy, your submachine gun. You can eventually find where the clang came from, as it looks like a really large metal door, like one used to seal off boilers in case they were to explode, natural gas or otherwise. And you're finding that the tunnel is empty, at least in this initial, up to this point, a while down, because we're still in kind of narrative conceptual time.
That's what that was. They're trying to lock us in here.
I mean,
there's more tunnel beyond the door. There's a door in the side that closed, but there's a lot more tunnel beyond it.
I had the ability to see in the dark. I would have tried to go towards the back of the room where I think I saw a fuse box.
Herein lies the question. If this door was a side door, why'd they close it?
Mm-hmm.
If they were running, why did they close it unless this is where they went?
It's their secret stash of chocolate.
As for you,
what I wouldn't give to have my old demo expert on staff. Fine, we'll try and pry it open. And Q's gonna have a look at the door, see what we see if it's locked first.
Yeah, this is
they barred it.
This is It's not old and rusty. This is newer construction, like bank vault. It's a
This is like a
nice,
vault door.
well kept door. Yeah.
I was gonna say, if it was just like a normal door, I was gonna say normal door,
And
normal lock. It has a gap. You have a 2064 sword.
it is not meant to be opened from this side.
So I think tried to lock us in. So getting it open from this side would be difficult, if not impossible, with our current tools. We don't really have the tools to do that, unless Gopher, you have like C4, like stuck up your ass or something.
Nah.
Well, back to bug hunting it is. They're just gonna have to keep going further into the tunnels.
Okay. All right. So yeah, that's your choice is to continue into the tunnels. That's fine.
There's not really anything we can do with the big ass vault door. We don't really have anything to get through that door.
I mean, Gopher wouldn't happen to have some aluminum powder, would he? If you got aluminum powder, go scrape some rust out of the other room. You got thermite.
Yeah, we can thermite charge the door, but
all right, for the next so now we come back to this room. D-Rez, go ahead and make your roll again. Oof.
Oh, yikes.
All right.
I am bleeding out. Not
Uh,
quickly, but I am.
So you are still working on exiting. You've encountered that Chibi Mikael, the very helpful wizard that is trying to help you through the program here. Your intention is known, so if you are just dedicating everything to that, then their progress will be made as it's made.
With some panic in her voice.
Right.
Because she's starting to freak out a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Chiba Mikael is the startup wizard, so he can't help you uninstall. You need the uninstall wizard.
This then leaves in this meat space of a sort, Outback and JP. What are you two doing as D-Rez is, hey, I'm working on it. She's got that panic in her voice. What are you two doing?
My Night Mage is still not back. I got my phone with the flashlight app that I always forget about now.
Okay.
So I'm going to be... They don't have emergency lights in this place, but someone maybe left some actual medical supplies around here somewhere, because that bleeding's just getting worse. So yeah, he's gonna start trying to look around and find like some scraps of an actual med kit.
Okay.
He doesn't want to leave the group, but
so in this extended scene, you can come to the conclusion that this is very much not a work-safe area. No emergency lighting. And there is nothing down here. I actually will say that you would find fire extinguishers, interestingly enough. But there is nothing for, biofluid cleanup kits. Bag of sawdust and a mop. There's nothing for that. No defibrillators, no medical stuff.
just as a curiosity, because he kind of wants to know. Fire extinguishers have to have service tags on them. What years are those tags saying it is?
Interestingly enough, 2025.
25. Wow. Okay. That's before he was even born.
They have current fire extinguishers?
And
I thought they'd be older than that.
It was last serviced in June of 2025.
Okay. So it's probably like 2028 at least. Okay, well, why not? Worst comes to worst, he can smack someone with a fire hydrant or spray the foam in their face.
Okay.
So he'll take
You're
a
gonna take
fire hydrant, assuming they even work.
Your character sheet
I don't think he...
pops up.
Yeah.
Fire extinguisher added to inventory.
Lovely. There were hallways that these other two disappeared down. He's very cautiously going to look down them. Hopefully, hope against all hope, see the wonderful white box with a red cross somewhere on the wall.
Not during this action or scene. No.
Dang
You
it.
also don't see any of
Okay.
these creatures, so that's good too. Yeah,
he's
no medical,
down there.
none of that stuff. They do have fire extinguishers.
Okay.
All right. We come back around to Kiri and Gopher. You decided to continue exploring the tunnels.
Yep.
As you are doing so, you find a couple other areas that would be a junction, but they would be similarly capped. And where you would go, all right, well, we could go right or left, but the right is closed. There's only the left that's open. So there is some kind of a funneling going on. And ahead of you, you can hear the sound of running water.
Go for wedding pigeonholed. This is set up to funnel us.
Why do I have this really bad feeling? Those doors are heavy duty. Running water.
Movable likely only by machinery, somebody who's cybered up, or a VAT job. And given they don't seem to be mechanically actuated, and our fun little Cronenbergs are not cybered up. You hear that running water? And she's like leveling up a little higher. Where there's water, there's normally also company. So
you know what my biggest fear is right now?
That they're flooding a room to flood us out?
Yeah.
I had the same thought. Good head on your shoulders, Gopher. Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good head. And you can see that she's like, the way that she's like cornering and everything. It's very military. It's like she's corner checking every room, making sure that like basically she's gonna get the drop on anything before they get the drop on her.
And kind of Gopher's, kind of behind her just to back her up, kind of thing. Imagine.
Okay. Well then, when we come back around, you'll have a choice to make to go explore the water or to head back to the others. We'll go back to the others.
Do have to wonder.
Make your roll.
Do have to wonder if Kiri has ever seen a horror movie for real. Being the most competent one with a less competent person means Kiri's going to be the one to get killed. It's always the really confident. It's always the really competent. It's the real competent ones that go first.
God,
They did recently watch Scream 4.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a good one.
With how my dice have been.
Scream 4 was a little bit weird though.
All right, so team that's left behind, what are you doing for this narrative action?
Am I getting anywhere with this?
You are.
Okay.
He takes his little handkerchief out of his pocket and like starts wiping his forehead. I don't have a light source, so what he's gonna do is he's gonna start taking some of the monitors that are still lit up and kind of like adjusting them so they provide at least a dim luminance in a 360-degree arc around D-res, so he can keep a good lookout.
Oh, they got no power. Like all electricity.
It's pitch dark in here, yeah.
They don't even have emergency lights. Outback has basically pulled out his agent and is using like the flashlight app on his agent with the screen at full brightness for light.
Yeah, and to be clear, on there's no emergency lights or exit signs. It is those fixtures physically do not exist down here. Not even that there's no electricity to them. They do not exist. So the only thing possibly safety related here are fire extinguishers.
Assuming they work.
Well, then pretty much the same thing. Just
There's in
the
the green.
monitors.
What's the I'm sorry, what about monitors?
Yeah, it basically does the same actions. Just I don't do the monitor bit.
Okay.
Since there's no light, I'm just kind of fumbling around in the dark, following D-res by sound. While I wipe the sweat from my brow.
She's basically stopped moving. She's not going anywhere, but her eyes have lit up like she's in the midst of a hack. And she's told you that she's attempting to hack the suit so she can get herself out, to get everyone else out. She's trying to make progress on that, and there isn't much else that she can do aside from hold her neck to keep it from bleeding.
Yeah, so while we're doing a narrative like dive through it, this is effectively going through a lot of like custom just spaghetti code that Mikhail used for this. So you're able to get through it, but this is not standard procedure stuff.
It's also not well built, I'm guessing.
It is, well, no, this is innovative, but it makes it difficult. So things that would be a normal connection are just, why isn't that here? Why is it connected to something else? So there is a concept that you're navigating, but it's just not the normal kind of navigation. So in a way, you're doing what the other two are doing in the tunnels. They're just doing it physically.
Yeah.
Like, why is there a door here? Why is there a sound of running water ahead? What does that mean? You have not encountered the monsters, the black ice, but it's a labyrinth. Like, the structure is complicated.
And she's starting to get frustrated, maybe a little panicky.
Okay.
And the little digitized Mikhail is getting the brunt of it because she wants him to be more help than he is.
Yes.
And he's no fucking help.
Yep.
Yeah.
And occasionally in digital space, she's punching him across the space.
Did you know that? Wow.
It's cathartic. It helps me think.
I gotcha. All right.
In the meantime, she's actually going to try and raise...
Sounds like Mario a la Mario 64.
She's actually going to try and raise Kitty on the hollow.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that.
Just so that she can keep tabs on what's going on.
You don't believe the roaming charges you're going to get for this. We noticed you were trying to make a call in Cleveland in 2025.
Yeah. Distance and time.
Interest has been applied.
You now, 10 million eddies.
She's literally right beside me in the fucking tube.
We're back in the tunnel. Do you two want to go explore the water, or do you want to head back to the room? Either would be your narrative action in this case.
Well, if we can raise we're able to get a call going with the others, we can at least let them know.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah.
Continue
I imagine Kiri would probably be trying to raise Drez on the hollow and like kind of just gesturing to Gopher to keep moving forward. But I imagine if she goes to raise Drez raises her instead.
Very awkward. You hollowed each other at the same time.
Meanwhile, out back, just creeping through the tunnels, he got his little flashlight out. He gets a call, flashlight turns off.
Yeah. So what?
By the time he ends the call, turns it back on. Ooh, giant monster.
Yeah. Hey, that's classic monster movie timing, right?
Yeah, that's.
Be a real shame if that happened in a monster movie.
Yeah, it sure would.
What are you two doing here?
Sure is a good thing that the only movies Outbacks has ever watched is westerns.
Yeah, go bring Kiri. We're gonna keep moving.
Okay.
And yeah, wait for Drez to Drez will be doing the hailing. So.
Okay. As you move ahead, you do see that there is, it would be not the waste sewer, but that this would be a storm sewer that the otherwise nicer tunnel opens into. And so the water you're hearing is water that is like just trickling forward through it.
Storm drain. That means there would be access on the way out via wherever this water's coming from.
Yeah.
Be ready for anything. And she's gonna keep moving.
Okay, so you're gonna go upriver?
Yep.
Okay, so drip, drip. You know, water's going down. Drip, drip, drip. All right, you push forward in your hunt. We come back here. Drez, make your blood loss roll.
Oh, fun. Whew.
Okay, very good. On this round, so to speak, in the labyrinth, you have found the way to. This is weird because you have in movie meat space and cyberspace, and now that's kind of unfolded as well, as you have the ability to be in real meat space, like to lift your senses from the movie. Does that make sense? Like you could be in like super real space, or you could be in the movie and then do your cyber stuff and meat space actions in the movie. So you've reached that next step of detaching yourself from the movie.
Okay.
So instead of like conceptualizing, I'm okay. I'm in a suit. I'm in a suit. You can choose to be in like I feel the suit because the suit is a material thing on my skin and not just a sense. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is the progress. You've exited one layer of this area.
And I'm going to, with having called Kiri, tell her, I think I've almost got it. And is going to continue to pry herself out.
Okay. Outback and JP. I guess
Yeah, I'm unaware
Outback
of
was in the
what's...
tunnels, right?
Yeah. I'm looking for a med kit because I don't know what's going on with D-Red still. I'm just assuming that need to stop someone from bleeding out, so...
You will find that unlike that other tunnel that's being reported through D-Res, these will eventually end in closed off, like, heavy doors.
Damn. I'm also really hoping that this isn't a water fire hydrant or fire extinguisher. Wouldn't be surprised though.
No, well,
D-Res's soldier.
the language might be different, but it's an ABC, whatever that means in Night
Yeah.
City street speak. Maybe it's just easy to use.
Okay. So no emergency lights, no exit signs, but proper fire extinguishers.
Yes. Interestingly.
Wouldn't have been surprised if these were just water-based around a bunch of electronic. But, okay. I guess that's my action for that round, so I can start heading back after saying, I'll be right back.
You know what?
Horror movie.
Right? I'll be right back. I will give you a little bonus that will go into what you've discovered through the evidence that you've been accumulating. There are these pipes that are running, and some of them may very well, be electrical or maybe some sort of like a minor water supply of something.
Right.
But you, you were back here looking for things. As you're coming back into the room here, there is a panel that let me make sure that I have the right. Some of you may know what is the gas suppression that the fire extinguisher is it argon or it's like what do restaurants use for like their gas burners and like if the kitchen were to be on fire because the fire extinguisher is not going to put that out. Is it
Isn't it?
Oh, they use
Isn't it just CO2? Or is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's extinguishers, it's CO2. If you're talking about like the gas that gas burners use, it's usually not propane.
Butane? No, not butane.
Hold on.
There's natural gas. Propane.
no, it's for
normally natural
suppression.
gas. Oh, for suppression, then yeah, it's
halon. Halon. It's a halon suppression system.
Those aren't fun to breathe in.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
Those are the fancy ones.
Very specifically, these are not fun to breathe in. And if they went off, it would kill anyone who's down here.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Well, actually, I can't. I don't have any of y'all's agents' numbers.
We haven't shared agents' numbers yet.
That's not
soon.
true. Everyone
No,
has my
actually,
number,
Everyone has
Okay.
JP's.
JP has
Ah.
Erez and Fury's
which means
details.
technically I have everyone's number.
You bring up you bring up your inventory sheets. Boop boop. Call
Yeah,
JP.
Oh. Cool. I'm at the back of the room, so I don't really need to call him. I'm like, hey, JP, right? Yeah, we got a problem. We got a problem, man.
Yeah, we have several problems, I'm afraid to report.
No, they're about to kill us. There's a whole bunch of real toxic gas stored down here, and all the tunnels I was finding were sealed up tight.
I mean, that do be what they appear to be doing. You know anything about that sort of stuff?
I know that my nasal filters means that I'll be the last one to go.
Wonderful, great. Whereas you tell me if you start feeling faint or lightheaded, and he's gonna.
I
Ricky's gonna
already
try and
feel a
find
little faint.
We'll try not to fall down for at least a minute here. JP's gonna start feeling around and start running along one of these lengths of cable, and he wants to find like a good
Oh my
10,
gosh.
15-foot length of cable to rip out and coil.
Poor Drez is feeling
Because,
so claustrophobic, and then you're just learning that they have like a gas choking system that can be
Yeah.
turned on at any moment.
Because even if all the safety limiters are off, the most dangerous thing for us right now is a gas-based hazard, because that means that the suits we're in are going to stop providing oxygen and either drown us with the water in the tanks, or the suits are going to constrict around our throats.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get us out.
You know, these are wonderful, grave, terrible facts that you're telling us, but maybe, for the lady, you could spare us the grim details of our demises.
Yeah, it looks like this right here is like a power junction box. I'm going to assume if I try to flip that, nothing's going to happen.
Correct. Yeah, it's worth trying. You can do it, but yeah, like powers.
Yeah, they cut the power off at the source. Okay.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Those things are normally electronically released systems. If they cut the power off, then they're not going to be able to fire it.
Unless they're fed from a different system.
Yeah.
Which would be what I would do.
They're gonna drown us in. They're gonna literally drown us in chemicals.
This movie sucks.
I got a fire extinguisher though. Surprisingly, it's the only thing that's an appropriate safety measure for the room we're in. It's a ABC chemical, whatever that means. But it says it can work with electrical fires.
ABE.
ABC, yes. And they also work on electrical, but any ABC powder is just going to be listed as such.
For the record, Mikhail is going to get a very, very, very stern talking to.
This is not what I expected Braindance to be, I'm going to be honest.
This isn't what a brain dance is. This is getting stuck.
Well, this is the first time I've ever done this, so...
People don't get stuck. Normally, anyway.
I don't know, there's a lot of
Apparently.
BD freaks out there. I know some people would probably be into this.
Well, apparently someone decided to just find us in the Alps.
You know, I wonder if tea tastes the same in here.
I wouldn't worry about that right now.
Well, it's certainly a lot more pleasing thought about than how I'm going to be suffocating. Well, you watch me flop like a fish, boy.
Half of the ingredients of tea.
You look like a real old timer. I would have been surprised if you didn't have these cyberware too.
Half of the tea ingredients are currently being sloshed through by Kiri and Gopher, and you are correct that you can find the first, and you can even kind of see, because there's some light coming in through these through like some like drainage grates. You can see where water is coming down, and in fact, after having walked a little ways, you can even hear traffic by these water inputs.
We're near a road. By the sounds of things, it's quite busy.
Yeah.
Is it car traffic or does it sound like foot traffic?
Car primarily.
That's worse. Real hard to get the attention of someone in a car.
You know what? Kiri's gonna kind of halt the advance for a second. And is gonna attempt to reach out to Mikhail. The Chibi Mikhail.
Okay.
Given that we're inside the program, can you give us a map?
No, I can't. But it's good to see you. I've been helping the other one. Though, she hasn't appreciated my efforts.
Have you actually done anything for her?
I've done everything that I can.
Which I imagine amounts to jack and shit. I imagine this is when her holophone is going off and she's gonna be... Tiras is calling her.
Yep. So there's your discovery, and then we can roll D-Res, and then we're back here.
I've nearly cracked it.
Oof. You're close.
Well, a bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
What's the situation with the others back there? I'd rather them not, get attacked and mauled if I can help it.
It's rather dark.
Staring brothers.
Outback kind of wandered off.
No, I'm back.
Not terribly far. He's back. The seat is light, kind of in the hallway now.
All the tunnels over here are sealed off.
And gas systems where we're gonna get choked out, and we're locked in. So it's very likely that we're going to suffocate if I don't get us out now.
And I imagine Kiri is looking back.
We should at least move them up.
Yeah, I imagine she's looking back to see if there's what they might be referring to. See if she can see those pipes. Because I imagine it's liquefied compressed gas.
Yeah.
So there's probably pipes feeding like a sprinkler system or something in the roof. She looks up. Shit.
Yeah. So if we die in the suits, then we're probably going to die in real life because this isn't like brain dance race where you can, end the brain dance.
Yes, I get it. It's like
you're emphatically speaking into the microphone.
It's like that one movie we watched. That other one movie we watched that one time. You know, the one with the cool dude in the trench coats.
The Matrix.
Yes, the Matrix. It's like the Matrix.
Except that we die in the suits. We die in real life.
Well, to be fair, if you die in the Matrix, you die in real life too, right?
Yes.
What the hell is a Matrix?
I'll have to let you borrow my BD chip. That's for another day.
Okay.
I collect eclectic movies.
Look. We hear car traffic. We're going upstream in a storm drain. Maybe there's a way out. I'll keep you posted.
Please do.
In the meantime, if you can crack us out of here, hopefully before we choke to death, that would be
Ideal, yeah. Yep. I'm working on it.
And yeah, just power through. She's gonna keep the call with Drez open because that's their connection to further on.
Hmm.
She's gonna see, and Drez will hear Kiri giving another order to go for like, yeah, let's keep going. She would have it's like, yeah, we wanna get out of here quickly because of the gas system. Like she would have pointed out to him the gas system and the fact that that might go off and kill us all.
Yeah, Gopher is going to put on his breathing mask for all the good that it will or will not do.
Okay.
Actually, that's probably the one way you would be able to survive is if you had a respirator.
Respirator, yep.
Because the thing with those halon suppression systems is that they push oxygen upwards away from fire, but they don't flood the entire room. The idea is that their suppression for fires is low to the ground, so you smother them, but that breathing is still possible if you're able to get up right up high.
Yeah.
So
And of course, anti-smog breathing mask would filter that out too. So that if it does go off, I'll be able to breathe at least for a little bit.
So Kiri had lost another hit point, and now JP and Outback, if you
D-Res.
or D-Res, JP and Outback, there is a I guess a hope. You know, they're in a tunnel that apparently has street access, so that would be air. Do you wish to move in that direction, with or without D-Res?
So I'm gonna.
Or do you want to stay here?
Did D-Res convey that information to us? Because that was happening on a call. So
she would be saying it out loud. She talks out loud on her holo.
We heard half the conversation, but
yeah.
glad you loudly react to everything that was just said to you by saying it back louder.
So JP asks D-Res, do you think you can move, or I mean, I could carry you a ways. At least if we get into that storm drain system they're talking about, it'll be a while before the gas reaches us.
I think that's a worthwhile endeavor. I can walk. I'm just starting to feel a little lightheaded.
Can I don't really have a lot of light, so can I I kind of say, let me check your pulse there real quick, and I'm gonna try and feel for her pulse and see how hard it is, or if it's starting to get real weak and thready.
I don't know, D-Res, how do you want to explain your feedback, your biofeedback?
Do you have a biome? Do you have a biomonitor?
Yes, I do have a Biomon. So if he has a neural link, he can hook up to my Biomon directly.
Nope, I'm old. Sorry.
Well.
Outback's not old, but he's just old-fashioned.
She'll hook up your agent to the biomonitor.
Yeah, and an agent can take her vitals from the Biomon, but she'll explain that according to her diagnostics, because she'll word it like this, that if she doesn't get medical attention relatively soon, it would, like, she's currently obviously suffering from blood loss. Her heart rate is elevated from stress, and it is entirely possible that that she could be, like, she's not down, she's like mechanically at 3/4 hit points.
Oh, hey, unlike my shirt, this is not D&D. You could actually just state that if you want.
Yeah.
So you're not breaking the game. You're actually immersed in it.
Wounded condition, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, given the
Okay.
fact that whatever these things were to tend to the chest and didn't even bleed, I don't think we're going to be finding any sort of medical equipment at all in this hideout.
You want to do me a favor?
I was afraid you were going to say that.
So we need to get you out of here. If they got a tunnel that may lead out, we need to start going.
Yeah, I was gonna
I've almo-
ask if you could take the point there, Outcast, and I'll make sure she doesn't fall or trip. I have to
Sounds
derez
good.
my shoulder.
For
He'll
assisting
go
then,
first.
for assisting Derez, we can do this, slow one at a time. Or Derez, if you're willing to roll 2 bleed outs for it's assisted, but I would have you all caught up in the same area because it's really it's a straightforward tunnel and it's safe as far as it's known. So if you're willing to, hustle and roll twice for more blood loss in the hustle, then that would put you all together in the storm sewer.
Okay. That works for me.
Okay.
Hey.
All right. Hey, so you,
She's powering through.
The duct tape is working. Awesome. Okay. So.
And she's trying to power through the system still to try and get out of the suit.
Yeah. So these weren't rounds outside, I guess, the normal. This was just you turboing down the tunnel with the assistance of the others. Like it was a dedicated effort. Since you were communicating, they're carrying you and you're kind of going along. So that got your blood pumping, but the duct tape helped keep it inside your body. With you all together, you can see that there are several like open like curb drains. There is some water like flowing down into this storm drain from it. And there are sounds of traffic as well.
Okay. Now we just need to get up there.
Now that we're caught back up, JP will kind of like offer Derez to carry. Like, I brought your companion back to you.
Thank you.
Any of y'all got cybered up arms?
No.
Nope. I just have a cyber deck in my head.
All right, then. It's going to roll his sleeve up, and you can see now it's very obviously a plastic-coated cyber arm. Let's see if we can get one of these grates open.
Okay. So with the assistance, you're going over there. You're rolling your sleeves up. A little piece of paper falls on your head from the little waterfall coming into the storm sewer. And as you're being hoisted up, like it kind of bounces off you. As you're being hoisted up, you see that there's a child wearing a yellow rain slick that's looking down into the storm sewer. Hello?
Oh. Howdy.
Can I have my boat back?
Anyone seen a boat around here?
I imagine Kiri just
It's
picks
floating
up the
down the...
piece of... I imagine there's like another bit, like this kid's looking at this face of this like one like kind of scruffy looking dude, and then there's a woman that pipes us like, it went a bit further down the sewer. Sorry.
Well, you're down there. Can I have it? It's part of my costume.
It's gone.
Oh. Well, that
If it was
sucks.
made of paper, if it was made of paper, it would probably already ruined anyways. A lot of water down here.
Are you
don't know anyone who could possibly...
Are you the people making the fire hydrants pop?
No.
No, there were very bad people down here with us, and they locked us down here.
Oh,
It was probably them.
did you call the police?
No signal.
It's real
Oh,
bad signal down here.
okay. Well, bye.
Okay.
Yeah, Kiri's like, no, she's not even gonna try and get the kid to stay. He's not gonna be able to help. It's better if he just gets out of here and not murdered.
As
Outback,
the kid in
Outback's just
galoshes
like,
walks
I don't
off,
know what costume that was supposed to be.
you look, and there's the water coming down the gutters and falling into the storm sewer. There's a lot of people out on the streets. There's cars rolling, but there's a lot of people, especially young people, who are. If this is fashion, what the hell would the people of this decade? What are they thinking? There's like skeletons and firefighters and.
Y'all are not gonna believe this. There's some kid up here dressed in like what looks like a weird green blocky costume. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it's creeping me out.
Yeah, okay.
How dare you? How dare you?
And wait, can we even pry the grate up from this side?
Well, obviously Outback doesn't have the knowledge, but if this is a sort of it kind of sewer grate, those are built into the curbs, so.
We have the sort of tier 2, but they can normally be lifted.
They are. If anyone were to have trouble exiting, it would probably be one half of D-Res. But everyone else, like, there's still a metal, like, little metal part that it can be removed from the built-in curb. So you could theoretically, like, push that out, and then for 4.5 of you, you should be able to slide out.
Okay. I'm gonna start doing that. This is all simulation. I don't care how weird it looks crawling out of the sewer. Honestly, it's probably not even that weird to see this happening in Night City.
Maybe not.
At least this is a storm sewer and not the other kind.
So then well, I guess to lend the assist, who's going to be the last one out so that D-Res gets a push as well as a pull?
Kiri will be the last one out.
Okay. All right. Well, D-Res at least
Kiri's the tallest, I think.
Yep. Helping her up.
Yep. Yeah. Rolls out. Then Kiri can go out, and as you all are crawling out, there's a group of kids who gather around you all. One of them goes, "Whoa, Ninja Turtles!" And the other one smacks him. There's 5 of them, and the only one that looks like a ninja might be that one. What are you supposed to be? Robots or something? Why are her eyes glowing orange?
'Cause I'm a robot, kid.
Whoa. Why don't you have any candy?
Candy.
Kiri just kind of jumps in and is like, some bad people stole all our candy.
No shit. Hey, don't cuss. Mom will find out. Oh. Well, that sucks. All right, well, happy Halloween, I guess. Weirdos.
Hey, kids.
Yeah?
Before you go running off, what town are we in?
They look at each other. This should be stranger danger, but That's a really silly question, and you don't have candy to give us. You're in Cleveland, mister.
Well, I guess that means if I don't have a treat, you have to play a trick.
Sure. What do you want?
Why don't we play some hide and seek? Get lost.
We look at each other, look at you. Rude and lame. That's
was
not
a
very
trick, wasn't it?
67 of you.
Oh my
67.
fucking god. Not escape that fucking number.
Now I don't know what they're talking about. The fire hydrant said it was 2025, but it's supposed to be 2064. Now we're at 67.
My brain hurts.
The BDs.
Come on, Liam. They're not really poggers. Sniff you later.
Yeah.
Bye, Chooms.
Yeah. When they run off, Outback's going to be like,
Is she English? Isn't that what they call each other, Chooms? And they walk off.
Delta off.
how far is Cleveland from Night City? Just
I don't even
typing
know where
that
that is
into
on the
his
map.
agent. He's just typing that into his agent, and then there's no search results for Night City.
So
Well, that's concerning.
going into our, I'm going to get up and give us like at least a 5-minute break here. You are standing on a big city street. Not a lot of glaring advertisements, and it's really chilly weather. Actually, it would feel like it's January in Night City in your year. And you're surrounded by, there's a lot of kids, and there's parents too. There's some traffic up and down the streets. Just a bunch of people in costumes, and a lot of people who pass by just look at you, and some go, "Whoa, cool." Oh, is that real? Like, they want to like poke your glowing collar, or people wonder about your eyes, or for any of you who have other, like, oh, is that a real sword? And kids will run up and try and touch the glowing like blue and black blade.
Like residential
Gopher
street.
is going to make sure his gun is unloaded.
Kiri does not.
God, I just realized, like, with Outback's outfit, the holster for his gun, and his generator meter, he would probably just look like an undercover cop. Oh God.
So that's our scene. We're gonna get up and take a little break, and then we're gonna get into the next act when we come back. So hold on tight, everyone. Refresh yourselves also, and we'll be back soon.